Hey everybody, my name is Paul Leston Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Just in some juicy news from Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated. The New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders have had trade discussions for quarterback Derek Carr. You can check out the tweet down below, which has some more nuggets from this, and you guys can always follow me on Twitter at BoyGreen25. Here is the quote from Albert Breer. The chances of a trade happening were always slim, and they're basically none now. My guess is the Raiders will cut Carr maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, and the Saints and Jets, the only other team to inquire with the Raiders on him, will look into signing him later this week. And again, the Jets and Raiders have had exploratory calls for a trade. The Saints were the only team that acquiesced, that said the Raiders want insert. From what we hear, it was a third-round pick is what the Raiders were looking for. The Saints said if the situation was right, we would give you a third-round pick for Derek Carr, but we want him to visit our facilities first. So the Saints and Jets, the only two teams to inquire with the Raiders about a potential trade for Derek Carr. They were the only ones said, okay, maybe we'll do it. They brought him in and had a free agent visit, a multi-day visit, from what I understand, to bring him into their team facilities. Obviously, the Jets have not done that, and they will not do that. They will not host him for a visit before he is released. We're recording this live on a Monday night at 6:30. And again, no transactional news today, so the Raiders did not officially cut him today. That is expected either Tuesday or Wednesday ahead of that deadline on February 15th. But nonetheless, the fact that the Jets called can be one of two things. Either one, due diligence. The Jets, with this massive quarterback void, and they've been adamant throughout the entire offseason, both Robert Saleh, Joe Douglas, and everybody else, is that they're going to get a veteran quarterback. So it makes sense that the Jets were one of apparently two teams that inquired with the Las Vegas Raiders about a potential Derek Carr trade. But they read the tea leaves just like everybody else, saying, hey, we don't need to trade for this guy because he ain't getting traded. Derek Carr confirmed that over the weekend, saying he will not accept a trade to any team, and he will not be pushing that February 15th deadline later, which is going to force the Raiders to release him, which, by the way, is the right move for everyone involved. First off, if the Raiders Derek Carr wanted to go to the Saints or the Jets, why would he force them to give up a pick, which would hurt the team? That pick, in theory, could help them build a stronger team. And secondly, he can negotiate his own brand new contract with the team in free agency. And by the way, his free agency will start immediately. As soon as the Raiders cut him, Derek Carr can sign with any team immediately, as opposed to some of the other options that will figure themselves out when the new league year starts, with the legal tampering period and the new league year in the March 13th to 15th range. So what the Jets have to decide is, do they want what they can have now or what they can maybe have later? Again, what they could have right now is Derek Carr, lock it in, and they would know who their QB1 is well ahead of free agency and, of course, ahead of the 2023 NFL draft to build their team around. Of course, Derek Carr's not as good as Aaron Rodgers, so if they wait, maybe they get a much better player, but obviously it's going to cost them picks. It's going to cost them everything. The attraction of Derek Carr is he's a solid guy, and it's only going to cost you money. That's a very interesting proposition for a team that is willing and looking to push all their chips into the middle of the table to make something happen. This is spicy. This is interesting, but do you want Derek Carr? When I tweeted it out and replies are still coming in, some fans are like, yeah, go get Derek Carr, baby. He's underrated, doesn't get the love that he deserves. But other fans are saying, no way, we don't want Derek Carr. He's a scrub. We don't think he's good enough. What say you? Jump into the comment section down below. Again, Raiders Jets had Derek Carr quarterback trade discussions. Now, I don't believe he's going to get traded, but the fact of the matter that they went out of their way to show that they were even willing to explore trade talks were either, again, due diligence, or maybe the Jets are leaving a couple of breadcrumbs that maybe they are interested in Derek Carr. And as Albert Breer said as part of his report, the Jets and or the New Orleans Saints will look into signing him later in the week when ultimately he becomes an unrestricted free agent. Things are getting spicy on the New York Jets quarterback market. Make sure you guys like the video on the way out. Hit subscribe down below for more juicy New York Jets content right here on Boy Green's YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody.